Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about Fourier series. Before that, we solve the eigenvalue problem. That is, solution for this equation y double dash plus lambda y is equal to 0. The permissible values of lambda are called eigenvalues. Okay. It depends upon different boundary conditions. There are 5 types of boundary conditions. First type is y at 0 and L it is equal to 0, and y dash of 0 is equal to 0, and y dash of L is equal to 0, and y at 0 is 0, and y dash of L is equal to 0, and y dash of 0 is equal to 0, and y of L is equal to 0, and here y of minus L is equal to y of L, and y dash of minus L is equal to y dash of minus L. Okay. For first type of boundary conditions, we have lambda n is equal to n pi by L whole square, and corresponding solution eigenvalue solution is yn x is equal to sine n pi x by L. And for second one, lambda 0 is equal to 0 is one of the eigenvalue, and lambda n is equal to n pi by L whole square for n greater than 1, and corresponding eigenvalue solution is cos n pi x by L. Okay. For third boundary condition, we have 2n plus 1 whole square pi square by 4 L square. And the corresponding solution is sine 2n plus 1 pi x by 2L whole square for n greater than 0. Okay. For fourth condition, we have similar thing but in cos. And for fifth case, we have lambda 0 is equal to 0 as one of the eigenvalue, and then n pi plus L whole square. And we have two combined solution for the fifth boundary conditions. Okay. Where lambda n and beta n are constants. Okay. We have to observe that for second and fifth case, we have lambda 0 is equal to 0 eigenvalue, and for remaining it's not there. And the concept of Fourier series is, if a function f is defined for minus L to L, then we can find the Fourier series for f small f. It is given by a naught plus an cos n pi x by L plus bn sin n pi x by L. The constants an and bn can be found using these formulas. We can find a naught using this formula, and an using this cos formula, bn as using this formula. Okay. One norm is, if we take infinite terms, then it is very convergent to f. Okay. We have one theorem called derivative transfer theorem. For this type of integral, we can transfer the derivative from one function to another function. We get the minus sign here and additional constant here. That means if these two are equal, we can simply exchange the derivative between two functions. Okay, let's apply for the first type of boundary conditions, that is for this here, and we get the constants by using this formula. We can use the derivative test. Okay. First is simply if we apply the derivative test for the first time, then we get this equation, and second time applying the derivative transfer, then we get this equation. For if we take f as a polynomial, we can simply find the derivative of f, which makes this integral very simple. That is a function of this theorem, derivative transfer. For second type of boundary conditions, f of x is simply a naught and a n terms, and bn will be 0 for all n. We can find a n by using this formula, and if we use the derivative transfer, it simplifies to this. Okay. For third type of boundary conditions, where f of 0 is equal to 0 and f dash of at L is equal to 0, we have this coefficients, this as a function, and Cn can be found using this formula, and we can use a derivative transfer formula for this. For fourth type, similar to for fourth type of boundary conditions, we can find dn. And in the coming videos, we solve the partial derivative equations PDE. Partial derivative means we take the corresponding variable alphabet as variable, and the remaining all variables we take it as a constant and derivative with respect. For suppose ut is called partial derivative with respect to t. We take t as variable and remaining all alphabets as constant, and we do the derivative. The first PD is heat equation, and the corresponding PD is this. This is two-dimensional PD. For one-dimensional PD, we get only uxx. Uyy is removed. For wave equation, we get utt minus c square is into uxx for one dimension. For Laplace, uxx plus uyy is equal to 0. We are going to solve these equations in the coming lectures.